'Tis the season for new programming, and The Good Place is one of the new offerings to hit our screens this September. Starring Kristen Bell, who may be familiar to many of you through House of Lies, which just finished, this woman seems to spend most of her life on talk shows, so much so that rather than having a couch, they should have a bed on the set for her. Well, Kristen will have to put her obsession with talk shows on hold now that she's actually the star of a new sitcom, an hour-long sitcom, no less. So what is The Good Place, I hear you ask? Quite simply put, it's heavenly. So, how do you write a sitcom around a group of people who are selfless and nice? Simple. You plant a bad apple amongst this divine throng. And who gets to pick this short straw? None other than Kristen Bell. We join Kristen as she's taken on an orientation tour of the neighbourhood by the caretaker, who is none other than Ted Danson, who's gone a long way since his days of being Sam Malone at Cheers. Kristen Bell seems totally out of place here, in a neighbourhood where their idea of a wild time is having frozen yogurt outlets on every corner. It doesn't take long before a bit of matchmaking takes place here, where Kristen is matchmade with her soulmate, William Jackson Harper. She confesses to her soulmate that she probably shouldn't be in this place, as she was a real badass back on Earth, and there's obviously been some sort of an error. Why a badass would actually admit to this is beyond me. I would have thought they'd be using deception like most other badasses. So there you have the setup. You have a fish out of water situation where you have everybody being wonderfully self-sacrificing, divine, wonderful people, and then you have Kristen, who just has to redeem herself in heaven of all places. Talk about raising the bar. That's the idea. I think this is going to be a tough show to sell over the long term. I mean, who wants to watch a whole lot of nice people interacting for an hour each week? Arseholes are a damn sight more entertaining, in my opinion. Not that the nice people are all that nice anyway. Take Christian's immediate next-door neighbour, played by Jamila Jamin. She's absolutely nasty to her. She lives in this palace compared to the place that Kristen lives in, and she rubs her nose in it. Not exactly what you'd expect from someone who's supposed to be perfect and heavenly. Maybe she's also another clerical error. In spite of my misgivings, I actually enjoyed the first episode of this sitcom. As I said, I think it's quite ambitious to make a sitcom that runs for an hour a week. And also, given the subject matter based around nice people, the way it's set up at the moment, it looks like it's a tough ask. It may work. Maybe they've got some ideas in their heads that I have no idea. They're going to spring on us. They're going to turn this thing on its head. Hopefully they have, because I think it's going to need something. The acting is good. I think Kirsten's a great actress. I think she's a really good choice in the lead. Ted Danson does fine in what he's got. He doesn't have he's just a bit of a befuddled caretaker of this neighbourhood, but that could develop. Her soulmate does a reasonable job as well, and the next door neighbour, and it seems okay and it has potential, but it's going to be tough work to pull this off, in my opinion. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic, but I think the jury is definitely out on this one. I want to see a few more episodes before I'm convinced that this is a winner.